Hello everyone, welcome to QuantStreet. Today is April 20th, that's 4:20. Let's take a look at how the market behaved today's session. We had starting with cryptos, so considerable jump in Ethereum. You can see that it has gained about 20% in this quarter, about 200% this year, and so Ethereum is kind of leading Bitcoin and cryptos right now in terms of growth, leaving the Dogecoin, the latest craze in cryptocurrencies, apart. The major indexes, SPY, Nasdaq, were all down. Russell 2000 down by almost 2%, given that the VIX is up at about 18.68 with 8% gain. Let's look at the sectors. Except healthcare, consumer staples, real estate, all the sectors, and actually utilities, which gained the most, all the remaining sectors went down today. Looking at the growth for this year, retail, small scale retail is much ahead of others, and to some surprise, real estate, given the cyclical nature and the reflation trade that's being talked about after opening of the economy and relatively successful vaccination drives in some of the countries, including the US, although the vaccination is not going that well in the rest of the world, and the cases have been rising in some of the emerging markets, and that led to a decline overall in today's market. Looking at some of the other sectors, so financials this year also has gained considerably, but today it's down almost 2%. Energy going down the most. Financials, as I said, retail, consumer discretionary retail going down by 1.26%. Base materials about 1%. Communications by 0.5%, semiconductors by almost 2%. Coming to the commodities, silver, gold, and gold miners were the gainers today, and tin as well. Oil went down about 1.34%, also causing the energy stocks going down by a lot. Except Facebook, the FANG stocks were down. Amazon going down by almost 1.11%. In terms of emerging markets, all of them were down. So was Japan. And as I said, the reason is the rising virus cases and increasing lockdowns, causing the economies to suffer. Let's look at how the trend has been over the last month. In terms of cryptos, the two major are Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you can see the way Ethereum has gained this last 30 days, almost 40%, whereas Bitcoin is almost flat. Russell 2000 has gone down again considerably, and it's almost approaching 5%, 3.4% down. Nasdaq up 4%, whilst S&P 500 almost 5%. In terms of sectors, you can see how utilities has topped the charts for last 30 days, and energy is negative. Tech is second, almost at 7%. All the commodities are positive. Looking at oil, although it's gone down by a lot, and overall it's about 2.4% over the last 30 days. And silver and metals overall are flat. Looking at how the fixed income securities have performed, so almost flat, about 1% to 2% for TLT, and it gained today as well. The FANG stocks have also gained a lot. Google almost 12% up, Microsoft almost 10%, Amazon about 8 to 9%, Netflix 5%, and Facebook about 3% up. Although all the stocks were down except Facebook today. Some of the thematic stocks over here, except the home builders, the gold miners, and semiconductors, everything else seems to be losing the ground. The pot stocks, as well as the SPAC has been down for the regulatory news recently. And taking a look at the international markets, India is down by almost 7%. So overall, the story I think still is maintained of a reflation trade. Let's take a quick look at some of the financial institutions that prepare or share their weekly reports. So first one is Nuveen, which talked about the inflation ticking up by 2.6% year over year and 0.6% month to month. Retail sales rising sharply by 10%, while the jobless claims are declining steeply from Feb to March. Reversing a trend about the 10-year Treasury yield, which had touched the peak of about 1.75%, it's gone down last week to 1.59%. Similar story at JP Morgan, talking about inflation. Some of the sectors and styles that they talked about this last week, a major growth in mid-cap growth and mid-cap or large-cap growth, and over year to date a strong growth in small cap at 23.6% for value stocks, and similar story in these sectors that's told here. Economic calendar is the red book year on year, 13.2% to 13.5%. The same store sales growth number is also showing some improvement. So overall, still the story, as I said, remains the same of reflation and growth in the economy.